Hello everybody, General here today and we're in for another episode of how to make a orange firework rocket. How do we do that? Well, that's what this video is for. So guys, if we step outside of our house right now, we've got all of these wood out here and all of these trees, guys, that belong to us, right? Or at least ready for us to be able to, come and cut down using an axe, right? So if we come back inside and we will need a crafting table, how do we do that? Of course, guys, we're going to be needing wood, and from that wood we're going to be needing planks, right? So from our log, it can be any wood, by the way, because we just need planks. Now once we have planks, what do? We go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and we've got our crafting table, which is right here. Now with this crafting table, of course, guys, we're going to be needing to make a few things, but it seems pretty full right now, so I'll just quickly empty it out right here. Yep, it is pretty empty now. Maybe just one more. Yep, now it's got more space. So basically, guys, what are we going to be doing? Of course, accessing the crafting table, and we're going to be using, guys, of course, trying to make the orange dye first. Now, there are two ways to make orange dye, right? One way, guys, it's something called orange tulip, right? And we've got it right here, and it gives you your white orange dye. Another way to do it, I'll just access my crafting table again. It's, of course, using both yellow and red dye. How do you make yellow dye? Sunflower gives you yellow dye. And of course, also another flower called dandelion gives you your yellow dye. Now, how do you make a red dye? There are three ways, right? One comes from something called a rose bush, from your poppy, and then also from your beetroot, right? All three of them should give you it. And I've got this right here. So the red dye, I've got right here. And then, of course, the yellow dye, I've got right here. And that gives you orange dye, which I've got at the bottom left right here. Now I access the crafting table again. I place my orange dye there. And the interesting part is once I start adding gunpowder, it starts to really create different sort of things, right? So we've got our orange firework star here. What is a firework, right? So basically when you make your firework rocket, it just goes straight up in the sky and then it never comes down. Nothing ever happens. But when you add a firework star to it, it goes boom. And whatever color it is what the color the color you'll see on display. So it's orange, it's going to show orange. Now, notice another thing here, right? It says firework star small. That's because, guys, we need to add something, or it's a personal preference, fire charge. Once you add a fire charge, what it then does is gives you a large instead of a small. How do you make a fire charge? Well, three things, right? You need coal, which you get from your coal ore. You'll also need your gunpowder, which you get from creepers, by the way. So those at nighttime zombie modes start to appear, and it's the one that explodes on impact. I recommend you use a diamond sword or netherite sword to get rid of them as quick as possible. They deal the most damage. Now, third, you're going to be needing blaze powder right here, and it comes from your blaze rod. Your blaze rod is something that's dropped by a blaze spawn, right? Which is one of the monsters that you come across in the nether. And again, I recommend you use both the nether sword and also the diamond sword to deal the most damage. Now, guys, we'll go with the default, which is just the usual, which is firework start small. If we click on this, that's what we're going to get. I've actually got one here, so I don't need to right now, but we'll get another one anyway. And like so. Now, what you then do is you access your crafting table. You place one here. So, you then place your, where is it? I'll show you how to make something else first. Paper. So sugar canes, guys, make paper. So you place 1 2 3 like so, right here. And paper, of course, sugar canes are found only near desert sand, right? So what I mean by that is there are sands that are white, that are like yellow, that are yellow, white, similar color, yellow. And basically what you do is when you find that sand and you dig it up with a shovel, sorry, alongside it normally when it's near a large body of water. For example, seas and also things like maybe big rivers. You tend to find sugar canes around those in the white rocks, the yellow rocks. Once you do that and you bring them here, you lay it across like this, a 3, it gives you paper. Now, since I've already got paper, guys, we'll place our paper here. We then get our gunpowder. And then finally, guys, we get our firework start. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves what we're looking for. Notice it says duration 1. That's because we've got 1 gunpowder. At 2, you've got duration 2, and 3, you've got duration 3. And it follows an interesting logic, which is basically like the more gunpowder you have, obviously the more strength it's going to have to go higher up into the sky, greater distance. So for example, guys, if you've got this, right, I'll just select this, boom, I've got it now. When you think of something like cars and horsepower, similar things, the more strength, the higher it go. So if I go outside, right, what I'm going to do is just this. I'm going to demonstrate to my fans something so cool, right? So I'm going to show you my Firework rocket right here, which is the orange one. And once I start letting it go, yep, look at that. And notice it explodes just ahead of me, like 10 meters up in the sky. That's because, again, the strength was just 1. Well, if you have strength as 2, it'll probably double or triple it. And then 3, same thing, maybe quadruple it or a bit higher. And that's how you make it. I'll add a few more. That is beautiful. And we'll go back to the crib. And I'll ignite a couple more inside there. Like so. We'll close this. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how we do it. I hope you like this video, guys. I really tried to delve deep into really how to make it so that it's really so that you guys are really able to see from the very beginning the steps required to be able to make it. If you like what you see, guys, please like, comment, and of course, most important, subscribe to first of all get notified about more content like this that I make, and second, to also give me the motivation and the strength to keep going, because it's only just the beginning. I'll be streaming a lot of other games, FC 26, also known as FIFA 26, Black Ops 7, God of War Ragnarok, GTA. This is really just the beginning of a list of great things to come. Have a nice one, everybody. Subscribe if you can, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Ciao.